What is going on, everybody? I am here with some more Resident Evil 5. Last time we've we beaten the main game. We defeated Wesker and stopped his Doomsday project from releasing to the world, and stopped the Ouroboros project. And now in this episode, we are going to check out the after game stuff. The stuff that the special features, the DLCs, and things like that. That's what we're going to be checking out in today's episode. I'll be going over the other special features and bonus features and stuff like that. But first, I actually want to get started with the two DLCs. The Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape. We're going to be doing the Lost in Nightmares first because I believe this one's the shortest. I believe a half an hour if I don't mess up that much. So yeah, let's review the description here. Chris lost his partner, Jill, on a top secret mission some years back. Find out what happened on that mission. So yeah, like I explained in the last episode, we got in some flashbacks on Chris of him on the Spencer Estates, him fighting Wesker and things like that, and then Jill sacrificing himself to stop Wesker and things like that. But turned out, of course, Jill and Wesker are still alive. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Lost in Nightmares. Looks creepy. We're gonna get started. Now you could actually play single player co-op or online co-op. I'm just gonna play single player because why not? Of course, do this in amateur because I'm a baby like that.
A few years ago, the BSAA received intel as to the whereabouts of Umbrella's founder, Oswell E. Spencer. Jill and I were ordered by the BSAA's European headquarters to apprehend him. We accepted that mission in the hopes of uncovering some info that would lead us to Wesker. Chris to HQ, come in. We're at the target's location.
Copy that, Chris. Move in and procure the target.
Roger that.
What can you tell us about the area?
The satellite scan isn't showing anything out of the ordinary, but regardless, you should expect the unexpected.
Understood. We're in.
Let's move.
Okay, so now we're at the Spencer Estate. Now, of course, it looks very similar to the first game, Resident Evil, when we were at the mansion. It does look almost 100% similar. Besides the blood. There's blood here. Should have known this wouldn't be easy. Of course. Yeah, this 100% looks like the mansion back in the first Resident Evil game. Now, if you turn back, we can investigate. I'm not leaving until I finish the mission. Now, there's something that happens here if you do this 3 times. When you do it last time, you will get the original bird's eye view of the original mechanics in Resident Evil. Which I like what they did here. Yeah, okay, you grab that. Yeah, I love what they did here. Bringing back the mechanics of Resident Evil, which is brilliant in their part, which I really do like. Oh yeah, it's up here. And now with Chris and Jill, we have the M2 for both, which is of course the standard, and 2 first aid sprays. The way is buried and needs to find a way in. Yeah, so we need to find a crank of some sorts.
What is it with this guy and cranks.
He's a man of refined tastes.
He's obsessed. That's what he is.
Come on, Chris. Stop being like that. Now here we have some score stars. Now the score stars are dependent on
You grab it.
Okay.
how many you find at the end of the game. It looks like it fit into something. Yes, of course. Now with the birds, with the like camera-like views of the bird's eye, well, I want to say bird's eye view, of course. The it's like from the inside. Okay. Kind of like a surveillance camera angle, like.
Eagle 6 to Nest. Do you read?
We read you, Eagle 6. Go ahead.
We found some men down. Judging by their wounds, it looks like they were physically assaulted. I figure they're probably Spencer's security. Lord only knows what killed them.
Roger that. We knew this mission wouldn't be a cakewalk. Use extreme caution.
I picked that up. Jesus. All of his security has went down. This one open for some reason. Okay. I still need to get a feel from the controls. Oh yeah, we gotta go this way. Yeah. I got confused here for a second. Oh no, wait, cause it's locked. That's the thing. Please don't tell me I'm stuck. And these guys don't have keys or anything. Okay, now I'm seriously lost. I believe if you actually go back to the door, I don't know, I'm not sure if that brings back, yeah, that brings it back, yeah. So you can actually, if you want to do the old style camera view, you can just go back there. Do it 3 times. It's locked from the inside. Okay, now I'm confused of what I'm supposed to do. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's the crank here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the crank. Yep, completely forgot. I completely forgot to pull the lever. Whoops, it was my mistake. Okay. And I love what they did there, of doing a first-person view when going into different rooms. And there is Spencer himself. Kind of a cool thing that they did to actually bring back the old style of Resident Evil. It looks like pages from Diary from Say. No, I believe this is a long one. Oh, you got the password. Wait, I'll explain that in a minute. May 9th, 1998. Played poker tonight with Scott and Alice from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, and I think he was cheating. That scumbag. May 10th. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla to me. Scott said there'd been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like that would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, not even on holidays. May 12th. I've been wearing this damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and it feels itchy all over because you haven't taken a shower. May 16th. A rumor is going around that the researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy. I'm sweating all over. I'm sweating all the time now. I'm scratching and swelling in my arm, and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. Oh, so you didn't take a shower. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th. Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry. And eat doggy food. I guess I'm saying May 24th? What did I put the date? Itchy, tasty. Yeah, so after if you read it or just skim through it, you will gain we get a passcode. Now another passcode that we have will be important for a little bit later. But it is a key item, so you're gonna need to find them. Ooh, I'll take that. Now I am trying to speed run through this because this is actually a long one. I'm just trying to do it. And I'm just trying to
Chris, I'm in a dining room. Well, looky here. I found a weapon I can use.
Kinda takes you back, doesn't it?
To Raccoon City? Unfortunately, yeah. That's where all this started.
Hard to believe that was 8 years ago. I guess I am getting older.
You're not the only one.
Ah, you see? They referenced the first game. Because of how similar the estate looks from the mansion. Patrick's first I'm not sure this is a long one. Yeah, it's a long one. There's a few stuck pages between the last three. And here we have the first password, well, meaning the second password. Oh yeah, I believe this talks about the Spencer estate, the Spencer estate, and Spencer himself. This is one of his butlers, one of his service guys. It also talks about Dr. Marcus and the Ashford family, if you read it carefully. I wonder who started the fire. Oh yeah, the weapon she got was the M3 shotgun. Which I'm jealous. But I'm gonna let her keep that. Nothing useful here. Well, besides the herb, but that's just it. Now we go upstairs. Oh, here we have Patrick memoirs. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that. I guess I'm thinking about the screams of those poor souls imprisoned in the basement. I administered the virus of all of the pyramids. I've assisted in multiple experiments. Master trusts me with destructed around him. However, I cannot help but to feel a disconnect between how I think. So this just talks about the experiences that he has. I will carry out my duties, and I will do it honorably. Okay, so we did not get another password from this.
Joe, grab it.
Roger.
Let Joe grab that. And we combine that. The piano.
Jill.
Okay.
Now, what does this scene look familiar? Of course. Now, if in the original Resident Evil, if you played as Jill, you will have to, of course, find a music notes, and play the piano. And if you played as Chris in the original, in the first Resident Evil game, you would have to find Rebecca Chambers, I believe. Yeah, either you had to find Rebecca, or Jill will be in there, and then you gotta find the music notes. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Rebecca Chambers would be in that piano room in the first game, while you have to do something else. Now you don't have to worry. There aren't any enemies. I hope I'm kind of right about that. In this first portion of the game, in this first portion of the mansion. So finding ammo is a must. There is, of course, Spencer. It's locked, but you might be able to open it.
Jill.
Okay. Okay, it's open.
And I just went through you. Read documents. Spencer's memories. Wait, I didn't read that. I, Oswald E. Spencer, founder of Umbrella, as well as its chief executive officer, hereby proclaim myself as the ruler of all mankind. Man, this guy is serious. Everyone shall prostrate themselves before me as they once did for the ancient false gods. At least that was what my destiny should have been. But I did not become a god. I could not sever my ties to my own weak humanity. Instead, my body is being destroyed by this damn disease, the disease of age. Of this carved wrinkles in my face, like a well-weathered canyon, and my arms are like the thin, withered branches of a dying tree. Age has been deprived me of the use of my legs. The only chance I'll ever have to become a god and shaping humanity's destiny is to stop the disease from continuing to savage my body. I believe there's a saying about realizing the joys of life when one is at death's doorstep. Saying like there are for the weak who are going to die, they attempt to mask their fears with pithy. For Morphe's immortals can't comprehend what life means for those who death is not a concern. The ignorant are found of making generalizations to include those who would not party their pentic musings. I will undo this unjust travesty done to me by time and will present myself as a perfect being that will rule over all mankind. I will give them a new set of commandments to govern their lives. All that remains is that to find the key to the eternal life. The virus manufactured by Umbrella is the key. The suppresses telomere shortening, which negates the function that limits cell division. Somewhere in the process is the key to immortality. If the process could be perfected, the key would be mine. Debatable realizing thanks to Alex. Following Alex, likes my children, the faithful. Okay, well, this just talks about Spencer and how he's getting old and he doesn't want to die because he wants to become a god. Now, I need 3 passwords. I only have 2. Now, you could actually look at the bookshelves here, and you could actually read some of the things that he's said. But I'm not going to be reading all those. Now, I remember that the rest of them just talks about Spencer's work and how he's trying to find a cure for the disease, as he's called it, of age. And finally, a report of success. The experiment was a success. The news alone was sent to a new surge of energy coursing through my veins. I feel regenerated. Last night's dinner even tasted sweeter. The wine more excellent. The butler Patrick is truly a culinary savant. Unfortunately, the joy was short-lived. Alex has disappeared. I would be less concerned if that were the only regrettable report from the island. The other researchers are also nowhere to be found. Neither the needed the thousands of test subjects, and importantly, all the research materials, including the final virus that was to make me a god, cannot be located. I have been betrayed. I have allowed myself to be betrayed again. I should have learned my mistakes with Albert. Now my life stands on the edge of a knife. The only person I can trust is my loyalty butler, Patrick. He is my last hope in locating the virus that will cure me of this wretched ailment. But this time is my side. Okay. So now this talks about the island. I forgot what was the island called. Of when Jill was prison and then the outbreak happened. Outbreak in the island, and then talks about the Ashford family and things like that. Ooh, we have some grenades here. Nice. It's locked from the inside. Ooh, well, we have a Magnum here. And here we have the M29 mag. Picked up a high sensitive paper. Now this high sensitive paper, what is that? I heard a noise. And now this high sensitive paper that we got is important. Because if we go we have to go all the way back. And now if you you'll hear the piano. Now that paper that we got in, if we bring it back to the fire over here, we will get the last password. And then it stopped. Yeah, you will hear someone playing the piano, but when you go into investigate it, it will automatically stop when you get into the stairs. Okay, now that we came back to Spencer's office, now we could enter all the passwords. Of course, we would do it manually. I mean, not automatically. Patrick, memories. I think this is one of the butlers. Now, I'm just skimming through it. I'm not going to be reading all of it. Okay. A master. Okay. I do not want to do when we fill the census. When he wants with me, no phone. Not trustworthy. The Malamas needs. Not dying. Master Spencer have some grand. If I want to do so, there's another file here, but it looks like it's a list of test subjects. There's a list of test subjects here. Alex Albert. The number of candidates have been listed to 13 individuals listed below. Now, as you understand, now during the cutscene in the main game, Spencer, well, during one of the cutscenes, Albert gets a flashback of the Wesker family and of all the Wesker kids. There were 13 of them, and then one of them being Wesker, Albert Wesker. And of course, all 12 of them died, besides one. Of course, Wesker himself, which he survived the tests and became immortal, basically. I kind of want to shoot that. Okay, now Jill is going to die. So now we gotta stop it. We gotta hurry.
You sure know how to keep a girl waiting.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, now since we've gotten a few, well, since we gotten this far into Lost in Nightmares, I'm gonna end the episode off here. So next time on Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares, we're gonna be continuing on and search through the mansion. Until next time.